Hey friends, welcome to a Wacky Wax Wednesday! Woo! Alright, this is the day we open up something other than hockey, and today we're going to do some baseball. So this is going to be a good one because we're going to be ripping some wax and we're going to be ripping some foil and versing them against each other. You can see I have my split sweater on. I know it's a hockey sweater, but I don't have a split baseball sweater. So this is the very first versus video for a Wacky Wax Wednesday. Those versus videos seem to get a lot of love on the YouTube. Thank you for everybody hitting that like button, and thank you for everybody hitting that subscribe button. And for that 80% of you that are just stopping by and watching, mash that subscribe button. You know, it's free. So today we're opening up a pack of 1991 FLEER baseball. This was the one that was called the Yellow Monster because it was the biggest FLEER set to date. 720 cards, and then I also have 2 packs of the O-Pee-Chee Premier Baseball from 1991. Now we're gonna do 1 versus 2, only because this has 14 cards in them, and each of these packs have 7 cards in them, so there's 14 cards. So we'll give O-Pee-Chee a fighting chance. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian-only product, and it had 132 cards. Now, both things I looked up online said there's really no notable rookies in these. But we're still going to versus them and see who wins. Maybe we'll get some great veterans, great Hall of Famers, stars. I know this is the height of the junk wax era. The one thing I read said they probably made $3 million of each player in this set. So it was way overproduced. A few names I recognize was like Carlos Garcia, Kevin Belcher, Phil Plantier, Luis Gonzalez. They have their rookie cards in here. So I'm going to flip the camera. We're going to bust into these. We're going to versus them and see who comes out the winner. And you let me know who you think was the winner if you don't agree with me or you agree with me. So I'll be back in a second. So hang on, hit that subscribe button, and we'll flip the camera. All right, so here we go. I hope we've hit 500 subscribers, and if we did, we would have opened this pack. Like I said, this video, I took a couple weeks off of filming videos. I'm going to film a bunch this week. This one will probably upload in a month and a half or so, because I'm only doing the Wacky Wax every other Wednesday. So who should we start with? Let's start with the FLEER, the Yellow Monster. All right, there we go. There's no gum. I mean, I think the gum... Is that more just a Topps thing, or they stopped doing that by 91? All right, well, let's see. We've got the team logo sticker, Padres. Yay! Oh, we'll go this way. Didn't I say something about Carlos Garcia? That would be his rookie card, I believe. So there he is. We pulled a rookie card out. Very nice. So you can see why this was called the Yellow Monster. Besides 720 cards, they were really yellow. Ray Lankford. There we go. Good player there. John Cerruti, and correct me if I say any names wrong, with the Blue Jays. Juan Samuel, all right. See, I recognize these names. Dennis Rasmussen with the Padres. Tom O'Malley with the Mets. Scott Bankhead, Mariners. I don't know much about him. Obviously, let's see, a pitcher, so we'll have to look him up more. Damon Berryhill, I recognize that name. Brett Butler, great. I think when I was doing the fantasy baseball, I would put him on my team because he was wasn't he a good stolen base guy? Yep, a lot of stolen. I'm using my phone to videotape these. I got a new phone, and I got a phone call, and that always locks up the video. So anyways, Brett Butler, again, yeah, he was my stolen base guy when I was doing the fantasy baseball. So I think I said fantasy baseball. Anyways, Mariano Duncan, Lenny Dykstra. Great player. Isn't he a big home run hitter? No, not really. All right. Ken Oberkfell and Dennis Martinez. I always like Denny Martinez. I think he came over and played for the Indians, and I probably saw him at some point, but I could be wrong about that. So you can you can let me know if I got that right. All right. I did notice on the back of the sticker, it actually had the top 10. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. So you got the sticker and you had some information on the back for the Padres top 10. All right. So that was FLEER. Not a bad pack. I mean, we started with the Carlos Garcia, Denny Martinez, Brett Butler. All right. Let's see who we get out of O-Pee-Chee. Again, just strictly a Canadian product. It'll have the bilingual, the French and Canadian on it. And We'll see. So only 7 cards in a pack, so that's why we're doing 2 packs. All right, we got Rock Reigns. Wasn't he Tim Rock Reigns? Was that his name? So you can kind of see the back there. Outfielder. All right. Luis Soho. Corey Snyder. Nice. I'd always like Corey Snyder. Again, they don't give you all the stats to see who he's played for. Rene Gonzalez. Tony Gwynn. There's a good card. Good job, OPC. Otis Nixon. And Bob Ojeda. I think that's how you say it. They say, obviously the O-Pee-Chee Premier, the Canadian, they're going to focus more on the Canadian clubs like the Blue Jays and such. And and being only 132 cards, I would think you'd have maybe a little higher population of some of the vets and marquee players. So we'll see what we get in this pack. All right, we got Pete Incaviglia. Eddie Murray. There we go. Nice card. Great player. Mike Timlin. Tony Fernandez. Doc Gooden. Great pitcher. Had a good career too. Wow, 19 wins, 7 losses in 1990 alone. So Greg Olson and Jeff Conine. All right. Well, let me know what you think. I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll let you know what I think. And then you're going to hit subscribe. You're going to watch till the end of the video, and then we'll say goodbye. So hang on a second. All right, so what do you think? We had the FLEER, and we've got the Carlos Garcia rookie card, Ray Langford, Brett Butler, Len Dykstra, and Denny Martinez. But I think I'm going to lean toward the O-Pee-Chee this time. We got the, Rock Reigns, great player. Tony Gwynn, amazing. Eddie Murray, and even, Doc Gooden. So I'm leaning toward O-Pee-Chee for winning this versus. Let me know in the comments what you think. And, help me get those subscriptions up if you're just visiting. And we will see you again. So remember, Mondays is Vintage Hockey. Wednesdays is Wacky Wax, anything but hockey. And Thursdays is Modern Hockey. You probably saw some boxes in the background. I'm going to film a bunch of videos this week. I'm going to check out. Thank you very much. Hit subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.